What's going on, everybody? DigiDestin here. Welcome back to another pickup video. And I was going to do kind of an unboxing. Got a couple packages in the mail, but as you can see, I could not wait. I opened them up already. Got two great packages in the mail. One of them from my buddy over in Japan, another one from a couple other sellers in Japan. So as you can tell, they're all imports, and I cannot wait to show you what I got. Alright, and so like I mentioned, all the pickups in this video are from Japan. They are imports. I'm very excited about them because all of them I actually wanted on my want list. They're all games that I've been meaning to pick up, and there was a deal on eBay not too long ago, and it was just the perfect timing to actually grab them. On top of that, my state actually started this new thing where they're actually going to start charging state tax on eBay and online purchases. So I was able to grab all these games and all these finds just in time, so I didn't have to pay that state tax. So thankfully I pulled the trigger on these. So the first three I want to show you are from one seller. They're actually Famicom Disk System games, and I've been really interested in imports lately, as you can tell. And this first one is a fun one, but a very hard game. This is Kiki Kai Kai. Kiki Kai Kai, and so it looks like what's like a little nurse on the front, but it's actually Pocky from Pocky and Rocky. So this is like one of the first iterations of Pocky and Rocky. Nice little fun shoot 'em up based on Japanese culture. It's a lot of fun, but it's very difficult. If you are familiar with Pocky and Rocky on the Super Nintendo or Super Famicom, which is also called Kiki Kai Kai on the Super Famicom, it's extremely fun, but extremely pricey at this moment. But I had no idea that they had it on Famicom Disk System. I knew that it was on like PC Engine, but I didn't know it was on Famicom Disk System. So as soon as I saw this, I knew that I had to pick it up for the collection just because I love that franchise so much. It's a lot of fun. It's very novel, and the music just gets to you. It's just very feel good. So once I saw this, I knew I had to pick it up, and with that eBay deal, it just made it that much sweeter. This next game, I actually forgot what it's called. This one here, this is made by Konami. This one's complete with the box and the manual. This one's a lot of fun. This is kind of like reminds me of like a Blaster Master type of adventure game and puzzle game, and almost like a Legend of Zelda roam around, figure out where you have to go adventure game as well. I would say it's kind of like Konami's response to the Legend of Zelda. Not saying that it's the actual truth behind it, but the play style is very reminiscent of that. But you just play a little dude that has to go save a princess. I'm sure I'll figure out what the title is after I make this video. I might even put it in the description somewhere, maybe right here, so you can check that out when you want to. But I definitely recommend this game. I spent a good half hour just testing it out and playing it. I could not put it down, but eventually I do want to do a nice little sit down, maybe play it on stream, go through a whole playthrough for this game. And the last Famicom Disk System game that I picked up from this seller is a personal favorite of mine. I've never played this version per se, but I have played this game countless of times. This is Castlevania, the original Castlevania. Again, with the box and the manual. This one isn't in as quite a good shape as the last game that I showed, but either way, this game is one of my absolute favorites, so I do not mind buying a duplicate, quote-unquote duplicate copy of this game. Next pickup from eBay, again all these finds are from eBay, is a game I've been eyeing for a long time, and I just could not pull the trigger just because of the price. Really, I mean, it's not super expensive, but it's just expensive enough that I don't want to spend too much on it. But this sale, this little promo deal helped me out a lot. And of course, this eBay seller actually had a price lower than the going rate, which was nice as well. So this one is Akumajo Densetsu, which is technically Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, but this is the Famicom version. I wanted this version specifically because not only does it look cool with the black cartridge and the artwork, like I love those colors, that green and the maroon, or the teal maroon, whichever one you want to call it. But it's got a different sound chip in here. I think it's the VRC6 or the VRC7. I believe it's the VRC6. But Konami essentially put in their own sound chip in here, in the cartridge itself, so that the hardware of Nintendo, or Nintendo's hardware, doesn't have to be revised to boost up the game's content. So they put in their own proprietary chip in here, and the soundtrack compared to this version and the NTSC U version, the US version, is just black and white. It's crazy. This game has one of my favorite soundtracks of all time, even though I haven't played through it, but I've listened through the soundtrack so many times just because of how cool it is. But yeah, I've been wanting this game for so long. I finally have it, got it for a really great price, and I'm very excited to play through it. So hopefully, maybe this coming Halloween, I'll be able to plug it into the Famicom and enjoy it as it should have been, over here. All right, and the next set of pickups came from one more seller, good friend of mine over in Japan. It's Tozai Exports. I'll leave a link down below to check him out. Awesome dude, has all the cool stuff, all the unique things, all the vintage stuff, all the things that you can never find anywhere, and always for great prices. So Tozai Exports, check him down below. Cannot recommend him any more than I already have. I've mentioned him a number of times on this channel, but it was basically a one-stop shop for me. These are all games that I've been wanting on my list, and he happened to have all of them for a great price. So the first one is Twin Bee 3 for the Famicom. As you can tell, I love my Konami games. This is another Konami game. I've already shown about 3 other ones. Just a fun shoot 'em up. Not great at Twin Bee, but I do have some of the other Twin Bee games. Now I'm just missing one more before I can complete my sub collection, which is nice. So this was a nice little pickup there. Alright, and the next few games are all part of the same franchise. Again, another sub collection. This kind of helps me complete that sub collection for my Super Nintendo / Super Famicom games. This is the Bomberman franchise, the Super Bomberman franchise. So I've got 5 Super Famicom carts here, and these are all the games that came out in Japan that did not come out in the US for the Super Bomberman franchise. So we have Super Bomberman 3, and again, you can get all of these as repros for the Super Nintendo, the US version, but I do like having the original versions, and it's nice because I have the converter as well. So this is the original format for it. Super Bomberman 3. We have Super Bomberman 4. Super Bomberman 5. All in pretty decent shape. We have Bomberman Beatamon. I don't know how to pronounce it exactly. This is a crossover. This one isn't like your typical Bomberman games. This is kind of a strategy puzzle game where there's you have a field or a level or a board, and there's a whole bunch of bombs spread out throughout the entire board, and obstacles, and you have to figure out a way to blow up all of the bombs to clear the level by shooting another bomb essentially. This is a nice little fun one. Gives a little bit of critical thinking to the Bomberman franchise, which is nice. It would have been nice to see this game come over to the United States. And then the last one is Super Bomberman Panic Bomber. This one's kind of it's a puzzle game. I like to think of it kind of like maybe Kirby's Avalanche or Yoshi's Safari. No, not Yoshi's Safari, Yoshi's Cookie. I don't know, it's one of those Tetris-like Puzzle Fighter is a great example, actually. This might be pretty close to a Puzzle Fighter game. I don't know. Either way, you have an L piece, and you have to bring it down, and you have to create combos, and then you have bombs to blow up the rest of those combos and get points, and so on and so forth. Pretty straightforward puzzle game, but in the Bomberman franchise, again, if you love puzzle games, this is a great choice to pick up, especially because we didn't get this here. It's not too expensive, And if you like Bomberman and puzzle games, this is like the perfect combo for you. So those were all my pickups for this week. Again, all games that I wanted from a collection, all import games that I'm super excited to have. I cannot wait to play each and every single one of these. Again, check out Tozai Exports, good buddy of mine. He's got an eBay store, he's got a website. Links are all down below. Cannot recommend him. Again, as much as I can, or as much as I do, he deserves like all that credit. He's an awesome dude. But yeah, all these pickups of this week, super excited for it. If you did like them, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out some of my other videos. I have other tips and tricks, gameplays, pickups, whatever, all that good stuff. So check them out, and we'll see you on the next one.